Panel, there is talk of a 5% across-the-board budget cut with police and fire exempted. Charles, you keep an eye on this pretty closely.
Yeah, so we run this $160 to $200 million budget deficit every year, so this is no different. However, I do think this is going to go up because Melissa Dubowski, the finance director, said that in that 160 does not count if we do reach a deal with the firefighters, and so that would be added to that. But the 5% cuts across the board, great. I think that's a great start. Police and fire should have to go through the process so that they can identify if there are places to cut outside of personnel. And then the other thing is that I'm not too excited that she said was that they're going to be looking at property tax cap exemption, other enhancements to property taxes, which I don't know exactly what that means, and then restructuring of fees. And so I'd rather them look at things like we're spending, like that $900,000 that we spent twice on a report from the OBO, the Office of Business Opportunity, that we never saw, and other spending like that before they come to taxpayers asking for more money.
I wonder if people are going to listen to Bill King now and say, like, hey, maybe we should take a little bit of that full cent of the sales tax we give to Metro and perhaps handle some of our fundamental things. Anybody want to take that up? I mean, they may go after the TERSs as well. Go ahead, Marcus.
Look, I think that anywhere that there's an opportunity to pull revenue in a crisis, then we should do it. Look, this $160 million, to Charles's point, is not new. It's not news. Why? Because it's how we've been running the city for a number of years. Not just this mayor, but the previous mayor. It has been known that we were running into a over a financial cliff for the last 10 to 15 years, but we have not owned up to it. And then we run into the fight with the firefighters and so on and so forth. This is not new. We've got to face the fact that the city of Houston is a large city. It needs a lot of money for its infrastructure. Yes, we do need to clean up some of the inner workings of the city before we just throw money at it. But at the end of the beginning of the day, we're not going to get around this without more money. Whether that money comes from Metro, whether that money comes from the TERS, or yes, whether that money comes from the tax-paying citizens. And if we want Houston to be the best that it can be, we got to invest in it.
Both you and Tridico run businesses. You can't have these liabilities on your balance sheet and go to bankers and stuff. Why do public entities get to do it, Chris?
Man.
Well, because they get to run on deficits. but actually, a city can't. By law, a city can't run on a deficit, and so they're going to have to either raise the money on the backs of the city, on the back of the citizens, or they're going to have to raise money somewhere else, as Charles said. And so this is a problem, especially with the liability that's coming in from the water problem that we have that's been out there, right. Over $1 billion, and now the settlement of the firefighter suit that had to happen, that's going to be $500 million to $1 billion. And so there is a huge problem coming our way, and I don't know how we get out of that without a tax increase that's going to have to come.
Yeah, and I just remember the mayor looking us straight in the eye and says, I'm leaving the city in good financial condition. Look, ran out of time on this one. We got lots to talk about in overtime still ahead.